On today's adventure, you'll be joining my daughter Abby and I as we drive just outside of downtown Gatlinburg to hike 1.3 miles to Laurel Falls in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This trail is set to close down for at least 18 months beginning in 2024, so we wanted to get one last hike in before they do close it down. We'll be checking out some of the conditions of the trail and talk about some of the improvements they'll be making. We hope you find this video helpful and relaxing as we enjoy the views along the way on this beautiful December day. We're starting out in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Surprisingly, the traffic is not too bad for a Friday afternoon, with Christmas being this upcoming Monday. As we work our way towards Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I did want to mention at the time of recording this video, we don't have an exact date that Laurel Falls Trail will be closing. Whenever that day is announced, we'll do our best to update the description of this video and the pinned comment. We're going to be taking the Gatlinburg bypass road here on the right to save time rather than driving through downtown Gatlinburg. There are a few overlook spots. You can pull over and see downtown Gatlinburg and the mountains if you want. We're going to continue on and make a quick stop at Sugarlands Visitor Center, which is on the way to Laurel Falls. You'll need a parking tag if you're going to do this trail, which you can get here. We have a video covering how the parking tag works. I'll put down the description of this video. This is also going to be a great place to stop and use the restroom one last time before going to Laurel Falls Trail. Beyond the restrooms, there is another shorter and easier waterfall you can hike to from here called Cataract Falls. I'll put a link to that video we did as well in the description. Since we were here, we decided to go into the Sugarlands Visitor Center. They have park rangers and volunteers that are happy to answer any of your questions. They also have a store that we decided to go browse through real quick. I ended up checking out all of these patches and got this Laurel Falls patch for Abby to have once she completed the trail with me. We also noticed this really cute Great Smoky Mountains National Park ornaments they were selling and their Christmas tree in the lobby before we headed back to my truck. We came out of Sugarlands Visitor Center and took a right towards Cades Cove, and we only have to drive about 5 minutes to make it to Laurel Falls Trailhead. One thing that I've heard them talk about doing when they reopen it back up is have a shuttle service and a timed entry parking system for the trailhead. They have put in a number of posts along the road here to prevent people from parking, and I was worried we might have trouble getting a spot, but I can see a spot right over here to the left that we're gonna pull in. So thankfully we were able to find an available parking spot, but it looks like we got the last official spot here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it looks like somebody's pulling out, so we'll see what they do this next year as they close it down to expand the parking. So here is some info on Laurel Falls Trail if you want to pause the video to see some more of the details. It comes in at 1.3 miles to get to the waterfall. It's currently 3:07 in the afternoon. We'll see how long it takes us to get to the waterfall. You can see some of the erosion along the paved trail here, which is something I'm sure they're going to be working on when they close this down for 18 months. You can see where redoing the paving is going to be very helpful down the road here. Their plan is to not only resurface but widen this paved trail, which you can see some of these sections could really use it. As we come around this corner, you can feel the sun. It feels fantastic. It's about 55 degrees, give or take right now. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a few days from Christmas. I know some people in our house are really wanting some snow, but the Floridian in me is happy for some warm, nice weather right now to be out on this trail. Because if it was 30 degrees or below, I don't think I'd be doing this hike right now. Really not too many people. It's a very peaceful, quiet trail right now. it is starting to get a bit warm in this, so I'm gonna take off this outer layer. Ah, there we go, much better. All right, let's keep going. We're coming up to a section that's gonna give you a great view of the mountains. Get more of a view this time of year with all the leaves off the trees. As you move along through here, the view just gets better and better. But I will say, this is the part that Brie is not a fan of. There is a pretty good drop off here. She's fine about doing it herself. I think she just gets worried about the kids getting too close to the ledge and this section of the trail. They have this gray box here. It says this is not a camera, it's a trail counter. Please do not disturb. So we're gonna keep moving on down the trail. As we've continued on the trail, this is probably the best clear view that we've gotten so far. I cannot express to you enough how nice of a day it is right now. It feels so good out right now. It's nice to be out moving around, being out here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, enjoying the views of God's creation. The further we continue down the trail, the louder the water down below is getting. According to our Apple Watch, we've done 1 mile, so it should be 0.3 more to go. The drop-offs to the side here are pretty significant, especially as we move down the trail and work our way up to the waterfall. And when I say it drops off, I mean it drops way down. Finally have a visual on the water down below, so I know we're almost there. We have finally made it to the viewing platform. You can see some people down below here hiking around. Got a little bench you can sit at. You could sit and just look out on the distance if you wanted to, and just enjoy the waterfall here at Laurel Falls. And if you are brave enough, you could sit right here on this little rock looking down. Here's one last look at the viewing platform. Again, once they close this down for 18 months, it's my understanding they're going to completely redo this area as well. Cleared out, it's pretty empty at the moment, but we're going to head back down the trail. This little section you can see people are climbing down to get closer to the water down here. It's such a peaceful, beautiful day out right now. Got a bunch of graffiti on the back of this sign, which is something I'm sure they'll also clean up when they close this down for 18 months. It's been a while since we've done Laurel Falls, and I forgot how great the view is on the way down as you're facing the mountains. You guys gotta check this out. So Abby and I just made it back to the trailhead. We're gonna hop in my truck. We're gonna go stop by a store on our way home for dinner. So it took us about 30 minutes to get down to the bottom of the trailhead here where my truck is. We enjoyed the view along the way. If you enjoyed the view in doing this trail, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that like button down below and you are subscribed for more videos here in the Great Smoky Mountains and beyond. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you've ever been on this trail. What do you think about it? And let me know what other trails you'd like us to do a video at next. Well, that wraps up today's video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.